we're going to break down Time in a Bottle right now. I'm going to play the beginning part, and then I'm going to play the middle section, and then I'm going to play the chorus. So the first thing we need to do again is start on the D minor 5th string bar chord. And I know the tabs look different and things like that, but I'm going to show you how I like to play it because it makes more sense in my head. So what we're doing is this D minor 5th string bar chord, and it's in 6, so I'm going. And remember, you have to decide whether you want to play thumb, thumb, first, second, or you want to play thumb, first, second, third. Okay, whatever's most comfortable for you. I'm going to play thumb, thumb, first, second. So what we're going to do is move the bass note. And I know it's kind of a large stretch. I have very small fingers and I can do it, so you can do it too. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. We still need this chord of the D minor, but we need to go up to the 7th fret of the 6th string and make that up there. So what I'm going to do is refinger it. When I get done here, see, I'm throwing my middle finger up here and then putting this one down where the middle finger used to be. Okay? Okay. Then we're going to change entirely down to the B flat here. We're going to move down to the B flat of the 5th string. We're going to play that, and then we're going to go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And what we're doing is skipping the 4th string, doing the same pattern but skipping the 4th. Okay. Then we have this little picking pattern. So what's happening there is we're going to play the 5th fret, or excuse me, the 5th string 1st fret and 3rd fret of the 2nd string together. And then we're moving to the 2nd string, 2nd fret, open on the 5th string. Then we're going to move to the 3rd fret of the 6th string and the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Kind of an odd sounding chord. That would be a G minor right there. So we're going. Then we're moving to the, the 2nd fret of the 2nd string again. So it's kind of weird because we're going. Sounds kind of odd, but that's what you're doing. Then you're going to the 2nd fret here of the 2nd string, open on the 5th string. And then we're going to the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to use that same shape 2 frets higher. Okay. Similar to Blackbird if you've played Blackbird, so you're going. And then you're going to move to the 8th fret of the 4th string and the 8th fret of the 2nd string. Then you're going to move to the 7th fret of the 4th string and the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And then you're going to move to the 5th fret of the 4th string and the 2nd string. And obviously what's nice about the video is you can keep watching it and see my fingerings to see if those work for you as well. It always makes sense for me to keep my middle finger up here and then I just transition which finger I want down here on the 2nd string. So I can feel where I'm going. Okay, so I have so that would be the intro in the first section of the verse. The second section of the verse is similar to the first section, except there's a couple things that are different. You move from the first chord here, D minor. You don't go to this one. You jump straight over to this guy. Okay, so we're moving from 5 to 3. Then we're going to go straight down to the B flat, just like we did before, skipping the 4th string. And then after that, we're going to go to a G minor chord. And that means I've got these 2 fingers on the 2nd and 3rd strings, not the 1st and 2nd, the 2nd and 3rd. The top note is a G. So right there I'm skipping the 5th string. So it sounds like this. And then I'm going to go to F. I'm going to keep these 2 fingers right here for now. Head over to the F on the 6th string. Okay? But I need to change this guy, my ring finger. So I'm going to put my middle finger, instead of being on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string right here, I'm going to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with my middle finger. Again, skipping the 5th string. So I'm going from here to here. Okay, so you're moving from G minor. Then you're going to go back to G minor. And then you have this little thing there. So we're moving from G minor to F with the middle finger here on the 3rd fret. Back to the G minor. And then we've got the 2nd fret again, open on the 5th string. This shape again on the 2nd and 5th strings. 2nd and 5th strings again. And then you're going to do a hammer-on pull-off on the 2nd to the 3rd fret. And then you're going to pluck that open, 2nd string open. And then you're going to go back to it and pluck these 2 outside ones again. So you have... So that whole little sequence sounds like this. B flat, G minor, F, back to G minor. Okay, so that would be the 2nd part of the verse. Okay, so again, go back and watch this as much as you need to watch my fingerings, to see where I'm moving. You should be able to see my fret numbers pretty well. 1. Remember, this guy's on the 2nd string right now. I'm skipping the 4th string. Then I'm moving to G minor. I'm skipping the 5th string. F with my middle finger on the 3rd string. Again, skipping this string back to G minor. And then I've got... Okay. Now you've got your chorus. Okay. Your chorus is going to go to D major this time. Now remember, this is a 5th string bar chord, so you're barring over the bottom 5, and this guy's barring over the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings like an A chord, doing those but with 1 finger. So you're going to do the same sort of movement. We're going to start off here with the major now. Okay, so I'm moving from 5 to 4, keeping this here. Then what you're going to do is head up here. This is where it gets kind of tricky. This is more of like a jazz chord. You're going to go to the 6th fret, or excuse me, the 7th fret of the 6th string, keeping this barred, and you're pressing up here. Now it doesn't matter if you touch the 5th string because you're not playing the 5th string anyway. So you have... Now, you could bar, I suppose, over them. The only problem is the next chord is probably going to throw you for a loop. Because then what we need to do is keep this here again, but we need to go to the 5th fret of the 6th string. So here's what I'm doing is I'm going from 5 on the 5th string to 4 to 7 to 5, and again I'm skipping this string. Okay, then I'm going to move down to a G chord. This time it's G major, and I'm skipping the 5th string again. Then a D with F sharp in the bass. Okay, so I'm pushing on F sharp with my thumb. Then E minor. Okay, so I'm going D major right here. To G. Then you're going to do that thing again. Just like we did before. So it's kind of fun because the patterns are very similar. It's a great finger workout using all your bar chords. And yet they're really fun and different shapes than just always playing these chords. So you're going... Okay, you'll notice here I'm playing D, F sharp, but I'm using a different fingering. Sometimes instead of making D, F sharp like this, which is perfectly fine, because I'm coming from G, I find it easier sometimes to just throw this one up on the F sharp and put this one down here on D. So you'll notice I'm making a D with these bottom 2 fingers. I'm not pressing on the 1st string. That's why it doesn't matter that I'm not using this finger, because I'm not going to play it anyway. So I'm going from... You see? Instead of going... And it wouldn't matter. They're both just fine. Just in case you watch any other videos and you see that I do that. Whoops, sorry. So take a look at that and see what you can do with it.